Are you scared of dying?
I'm not scared about dying. I'm scared about leaving my family. I'm Brian Hill.
My name is Layla.
JJ Singleton.
JJ, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Do you know why you're here today, what we're talking about?
We're going to talk about death and having a chronic condition that limits my life.
Just kind of out of nowhere, my kidneys failed and ended up in the hospital with end-stage renal disease.
6 years ago, I was diagnosed with a colon cancer, and a year later, it came back and spread throughout my body, and they told me it was a terminal diagnosis and incurable.
Are you dying?
Yes.
I would say yes.
So Parkinson's, it doesn't kill you, but the symptoms of it can lead to earlier death.
When did you first find out?
I was at 27 years old. I was going to college and started losing my vision, going blind, and that's when I ended up in the hospital. And by that point, I had about 5% function left in my kidneys, and then was really, really lucky and had a transplant, and was doing really well, and then unfortunately started rejecting.
I continue to fight, get chemo treatments.
But why get the chemo treatment?
Because I'm not ready to die yet. There's a lot left to do, and a lot of people I believe I can help.
When you first found out that you had Parkinson's, how did it feel in that moment?
It's a heavy question. I think leading up to my diagnosis, I knew I had Parkinson's. My mom had it, and the moment I was diagnosed, it was almost a relief. As weird as that sounds, knowing what's going on with your body is better than not knowing.
When you found out, were you angry?
It's like a sense of desperation, or it was kind of just like a freeze, you know. It was that disassociation of like, how could this be happening to me? I'm young, I'm supposed to have my whole life ahead of me, and you know, if I didn't go into the hospital, I think when I did, I may have not lasted more than like another week.
There are times where I'm very angry. And that anger it's terrifying. It's so terrifying I push it away. Yeah.
Is that good to push it away?
No, it's not. And as you can see, as we're talking, I'm becoming more dyskinetic because that stress from the anger is coming up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
Do you feel like you're dying?
Some days I really do. Like, some days my body feels like it's just rejecting and falling apart. That's the days where I really feel like it's still controlling my life and don't have that much time left.
My body is working really, really hard just to keep up with the normalcy of what life is.
Do you feel like you live your life differently now?
Yes. I do not take things for granted. I try to live in the moment.
I try to look at it as a blessing, and knowing that I was given a lens to look in through different than most.
I don't take the little things for granted, like such as getting up to pick up my son. Those moments when I'm able to do that, I appreciate them so much more.
Are you scared?
Not anymore. I was when I was diagnosed, but I've came to terms with it. Whenever it happens, it's gonna happen.
Are you scared of dying?
I'm not scared about dying. I'm scared about leaving my family. The idea of not being there for my son when he needs me, or being there for my wife, that's what scares me.
Suffering, you know, no one wants to suffer.
Have you done everything that you wanted to do?
No. Like, I'm not afraid to die, but I still want to travel. I want to impact more people in the cancer community with my story. I want to help better people's lives, really.
No, I haven't done everything I wanted to. I want to raise my son. I want to watch him grow up. I want to be there for my wife. And to know that there may come a time where I can't show up for my family. Yeah, those are the moments where I think I worry about dying early.
What do you think it will feel like?
I hope it's painless. I hope it's, you know, kind of slipping into the void.
It's going to feel like an escape.
Is that a good feeling?
I think it will be.
the way this condition works, I mean, eventually I will lose control of my body, and I will be a prisoner in my body.
When you pass, what are the plans?
I don't know. I like the idea of doing like a end of life party. And I've told, I've always been very open about what my wishes are when I die. I want to be cremated and made into a tree.
Have you made plans?
They will definitely involve being cremated and some kind of big, dramatic, goofy gesture.
Who's not invited?
If you have an opinion of me or I've made an impact in your life, good or bad, you're more than welcome, because by that point, I'm not going to hold anything against you.
What's one thing you're going to miss when you're gone?
Just sensation, right? We get to eat and feel and hug and have these emotions that are so moving, and that's all going to be gone when you're no longer here.
People, just the experiences that you have with different people, that's one of the best feelings that you could ever have. Just randomly somebody comes into your life, changes it, and makes you truly feel like you're special.
I'm gonna miss living. I think it's something that we take for granted, and with Parkinson's, little aspects of living are taken away from me as the disease progresses. So I think in a way, this sounds horrible, but in a way I'm kind of dying slowly. I've never put it in that language, but when I do, it sounds awful.
I started with, are you dying? And you said no,
Yeah.
but then you said,
I don't know if I'm not dying, I'm just losing my ability to live. Yeah, take advantage of it. Life isn't guaranteed to any of us.